I'm eating chicken, fried chicken, and there's waffles, but I don't really want to eat waffles because I ate so much pancakes earlier today that I was like, ugh, I don't want to eat thing. I'm about to eat. First thing, I don't know if y'all want to see me season my chicken. Y'all want to see me season my chicken? I'm going to season my chicken for y'all. Give me 1 second. Let me just try to break them. I'm breaking my chicken in pieces. Let me try to, give me 1 second. Let me try to open the honey. And I don't know if y'all going to be able to hear me because I'm trying to, like, make this shit stand. Oh, it's not going to stand. They need to make something that makes the phone stand. I need to create that. Anyways, I just really want to thank my fans because I've seen a lot of love that y'all was sending me. Earlier today, I got really frustrated. And sometimes when I get frustrated, I start thinking nasty things that I be wishing that be happening to me. And it's just like, I call my sister and then I start talking to my friends and I speak to my husband and then like all of a sudden I get better. You know, that's the type of shit that happens when like you know, I'm in LA and I'm all by myself in LA. So when I'm not surrounded by love, I get dragged in the internet and I start seeing all these nasty shit and it gets to me. And it's like, that's why I hate being by myself because it's like I don't have nothing to do. Or like when I'm working, like sometimes we get break and I just get so crazy in the internet. I be feeling like the world is against me. But then it's like my sister, my husband reminds me like today my husband was like, bitch. Like he had to even curse at me like, bitch, do you know you sold that account in like fucking something hours? Like this shit's not real. And it's just like, it just made me feel better. And it's just like, then I have incredible ass fans. Like I really have a lot of fans that really be fighting for me. And I swear to God, like, it's like, I gotta make something happen. Like, I gotta fucking fly out, like, fucking 40 of my fucking top fans and shit. Like, it's gonna be hard to pick. Because y'all be going on so hard. But it's like, I just gotta meet y'all. Like, it's like, because I love y'all so much. But anyways, I'm trying to season my fucking chicken. Okay. So, this is honey. Let me try to flip it. This is honey, and I'm going to drizzle that. The lights is really dark here. I'm going to drizzle that on my chicken and shit. Some honey. Damn, I don't even have a lot of honey. I don't even have a lot of hot sauce. This is my only little hot sauce left. And some hot sauce. And I'm just going to talk about... I'm not going to talk about nothing negative. I'm going to talk about something that is very controversial because... a lot of people don't understand. A lot of men think that women are gold diggers and they only want men with money. I don't think women want men with money. I don't think women, especially 9 to 5 women, are looking for niggas with millions and shit or rappers. I think they just want men to have stability. Because let me tell you something. Like, you know what? I promote so much. Fuck broke ass niggas, because dating a broke ass nigga is very, very draining. And it's like, it's so draining, and not only is so draining, but these broke ass niggas sometimes be having the audacity. Like these niggas really be having the fucking audacity. That's why it's just like, ain't no point of doing it. Like, it's like, cause I be feeling sometimes like when you date a broke ass motherfucker, like you like once the relationship finish, you end up not only losing a relationship, but you end up losing a lot of money because you spend a lot of money on that relationship. That's why I be encouraging bitches like, don't date broke niggas and shit. Because I know the dick be good. The dick be so fucking good, but the dick be so trifling. Like, for example, right? Like, let me tell you something. I dated about 3 broke niggas before, right? When I was 19 years old, I was looking for a place to stay, but it was really hard for me to find an apartment because I didn't have no credit. So niggas didn't want to give me an apartment because I didn't have no credit, even though I had money. So I was fucking around with this guy, right? That he was making money, but he really wasn't making money. He wasn't making like enough money because he wasn't making enough money to the point that like he has his own apartment. Like this nigga was living with his dad, but he had a nice little apartment and everything. So I was staying with him and I was fucking with him and everything, and the sex was good and everything, but whatever. But my point is that it's like, I don't understand how I'm staying in your house, I'm buying you food, like I'm buying you food every single day you eat. So every single day I'm buying breakfast and I'm buying dinner, and yet you have the audacity, the fucking nerve to go through my purse. Like, and then like it's so obvious, like the fact that this nigga used to go in my purse, like this is why it's so trifling to date broke niggas. Like it's like I don't be trying to promote gold digging, but I just be promoting like, yo, these broke niggas, yo, if you horny one day, you just trying to fuck a nigga, just fuck him and bounce. Like, don't get in a relationship with these niggas, because they just drain your pockets. Like, take it from somebody that experienced that. So anyways, I'm 19 years old, and mind you, this guy is like 28, and this nigga, every single time that I go to work, like, he's taking money out of my pocket. Like, if I'm dumb, like, it's like, let's say if one day I make $1,000, this nigga will then take $400. And you think I'm not going to notice that $400 is missing? You're not even taking $30, $40. You taking $400. Like, even days that he knows that I didn't even make money. Like, okay, so there was one night, this was the night that was like, I got to get the fuck out of here. This night, there was a night that was really slow in the club. I made $300. This nigga had the nerve to take like fucking $80 out of my purse. Like, it's like, bro, you think I didn't notice that you took money out of my fucking purse? I packed it up and I fucking bounced. Cause what the fuck is this? What is this? And then, now let me tell you about the second broke nigga that I dated. Now, I'm 20 years old. And this is when I started working in the hood clubs. So the first hood club that I ever worked at, you know, I know that y'all know that there was this girl that tried to say she was my roommate, and it's so crazy the stories that she made up on how did I went to these clubs. And I'm gonna tell you how exactly I went to these clubs, even though what she said got debunked. But it's just like, it's crazy how people make shit up, but whatever. So let me tell you how I started going to these hood clubs, right? So the first hood club that I ever worked in, because I used to work, you know, in the white hole places in downtown. I'm working this club called Crazy Horse, which is in the Bronx. It's not there anymore. But I went to this club called the Crazy Horse. And I meet this guy, and he was so beautiful. He was so fine. And he threw me like $1,000. Then he came back to see me again, and he threw like $2,000. And then, like, you know, we hit it up well, and we started dating. All of a sudden, like, he started going broke. Like, he stopped making money. And then, like, the girls in the club started finding out what I dated him. And they're so crazy. Like, you see how the strippers be in the movies? Like, they really be like this in the thing. Like, the girls were like, wait a second, you dating who? And I was like, I'm dating this guy. And everybody started laughing in the locker room. And I don't even know these bitches. Like, I've been working in this class for 2 months. And I'm like, what's funny? I'm like, what's funny? Because it's like, I really wanted to be vulnerable. I'm like, well, what happened? But it's like, you got to be tough when you work in certain places. So I'm like, what's funny? And they was like, you see, you find out. And then what I find out is that, like, he's a guy from the Bronx that he had money, but then he blew his money, and he had cars that he owned, but that's because when he had a lot of money, he bought all those cars. So now he just always be getting into situations that he always blows his money because he's a party person. So now this nigga, I'm stuck with this nigga, and he's broke as fuck. But I still like him because, you know, like, I piped him a couple of times. We're talking. I'm attracted to him. And all of a sudden, you know, like, this guy, he went back to his ex. Now, he was dating this white girl that, you know, she had a little company and everything. She used to be a stripper, and she had a company. And I was just so hurt because I'm 19 years old. Mind you, this man is 31 years old, broke as fuck, 31 years old. I think I got, is that? Oh, no, I thought I had honey on my shit. He's 31 years old, and I'm 19, and I'm dating this guy. And at first he looked like he had something, and then he out of nowhere he stopped, like he didn't have no money. He was telling me like, it's like, oh my gosh, like I just went broke, I did a bad move. And I'm like, and I'm over here like a dumb bitch, like, I'll help you, babe. He said, you sure you can help me? And I'm like, yeah. And then all of a sudden you go back to your ex-girlfriend. And the thing, you go back to your ex-girlfriend because, you know, like, she's like a little white girl. And, you know, like, I feel like some white women, when it comes to, like, black and Spanish men, they are very submissive. And she was just very submissive. Like, she was just giving him everything. And I was just so in love with this guy. And it's like, damn, I kept telling him, like, how can you do that to me? So this nigga was, like, practically using me and her at the same time. Like, I remember that he was, like, let me tell you something. I'm like 20 years old. And I have, like, money, but I don't have that much money. Like, I'm a dancer in New York. I'm paying bills. And I got to maintain my hair, maintain my makeup, constantly buy stripper outfits and all this shit. And it's like, you know, I'm stripping and I'm trying to save money. But it's hard for me to save money because this nigga constantly telling me, like, oh, I got to play for this. I got to play for that. So I remember that he was like, oh, I'm about to do a play in California. All I need is like $5,000. So it's like $5,000. Like, it might not seem nothing, but it's like when you have, like, let's say you have about like $10,000, $15,000 saved up. When somebody asks you for $5,000, that's $5,000 that you have less. Like, it was a lot of money for me. So it's like I lent him the $5,000. And then he goes to California. And then I find out that he was in California with his fucking girlfriend. And I was just so day, and that Valentine's Day was on a Tuesday, and I was like, damn, it's too late to go to the club that I'm working with downtown, because, you know, you got to be there from like 8 or 4 in the morning, and I don't want to go to Crazy Horse because it's a slow night. So I was like, let me try this new club, Sue's, on a February 14th on my first time. And I made so much money the first night that it's just like, it's like, that's why I be saying sometimes when I be telling women, like, it's like when you brokenhearted, just go to work because it just distract you. So, you know, after that Valentine's Day, I stood with this man for 2 more months. And like, I will say that the 5 months that I broke, and it's like, let's say if you broke, right? You want to stay in the house. You want to stay in the house. You know that your bitch is paying for everything, so you might just want to stay in the house and chill. Now, this was the type of nigga that wanted to always be in a party, and he always wanted me to pay for the drinks and pay for fucking the weed and pay for everything. And it's just like, bro, like, you just don't have no type of consideration for my fucking check. So that's why I was like, nah, I can't do this. I can't do it. That's why I was like, and never again. Because it's like, not only like as you, like, you niggas is broke, but y'all take advantage. Like, and that's why I be telling women, like, it's like, when y'all are with a nigga that have money, take advantage. Because these niggas will take advantage of you if they ain't had it. If you want something, ask for it. Because these niggas, they not ashamed to ask you for anything. Like, a nigga could see you busting your ass at work, and they will still be like, oh, babe, can you lend me this and that? Like, it's like, nigga, I bust my ass on that shit. Like, I was fucking shaking my ass in heels for 8 motherfucking hours, having niggas slap my ass till I couldn't fucking feel my skin no more. That's why it's like, I be promoting, like, and I sometimes when my friends be saying situations, like, it's like, oh, you know, they dating a guy with no bread. Like, it's just like, it's like, I be telling them, you do what you want to do. Because sometimes you'll be so romantically in love with the guy that you practically maintaining that it's like you love him, but it's just like at the same time it's draining. Because, oh yeah, let me tell you about the 31-year-old, right? Like, let me tell you about the 31-year-old that I was dating that was broke. Like, after I left him, his girlfriend, she became obsessed, like crazy obsessed. Like, I started dating this new guy, and, you know, I just moved completely on. I changed my number and everything. And this girl, she just became so weirdly obsessed. Like, it's like, I remember when I bought 3 pair of shoes, and she bought the same 3 pair of shoes. Every purse that I bought, she bought it. She even had the audacity. This is how obsessed she was. Like, I was like, one night she went to the club that I was working in. And I looked at her and I'm like, and she's like, hey, I just want to let you know that it's just like, we had such an animosity, and like, I just want to put that behind us and everything. And I'm like, okay, you know what I'm saying? She was a little white girl. I would feel bad beating on her, especially because I had a new nigga. And then the next day, the guy that I was dating, the 31-year-old, he gonna call me like, it's like, yo, why would you do that to this girl? Like, why would you steal her purse? I'm like, what? Like, this bitch went to the club so she could go tell this nigga that I stole her purse, trying to make me look like I'm a thief and everything. And I'm like, yo, this bitch is crazy. I had to curse him out, like both of them out. Like, it's like, yo, y'all niggas really need to leave me alone. I have a new nigga. I have him tatted on me. Please leave me alone. Like, you're really fucking freaking me out now. Like, y'all is freaking me out. Shit, y'all is weird. Some of these broke niggas, like, it's like you give so much, and like, you, when shit is over, you end up like with nothing but like with emptier pockets. So I was saying about how I was dating this guy that he was like 28 years old when I was 19, and I lived with him, and I was buying breakfast and dinner, and the nigga still had the audacity to take money off my fucking purse. Then when I was 20, I was dating this guy that was 31 years old. He went broke, so he went back to his ex, and he just kept playing games with me and his ex. And after I left him, because I really left him, like, I literally changed my number, left him. I started dating this guy. He had bread. He had bread. But the thing is that his ex-girlfriend, I don't know, like, I be feeling like his ex-girlfriend, right? She became weirdly obsessed with me. And a lot of bitches that is like we ever had like problems over a nigga, like in the past, they become weirdly obsessed with me. Like, a lot of people that, like, the niggas that I ever dated, every single time that they tell their girlfriends that they dated me or some shit, they become weirdly obsessed. They start throwing me shots. They always trying to like compete with me in a weird way. And it's like, girl, I'm not even in competition with you. I don't even give a fuck about your nigga. Like, the fuck? Like, it always been like that. I don't know. A lot of my enemies always become weirdly obsessed with me. It's just like the weirdest fucking thing ever. All right. So, one second. Let me drink this. All right. So, let me continue the story. And then, all right, so I told you about the one broke guy that steal money from your purses. So that's one reason. Then the second one, that is like, okay, not only are you broke, but you like not even considering my money. Like, it's like, how you broke and don't have a job, but you want to keep on partying with my money. You keep saying, babe, I'm bored. Let's go out. Yeah, who's going to pay for everything? Me. Yo, babe, I'm bored. Let's invite bitches. Yeah, who's going to buy the weed and the liquor? Me. 31-year-old grown-ass man taking my fucking bread to party with hoes and shit. Like, shit is ridiculous. So then, I dated this one guy that, like, there was this one time that I felt a little bit lonely. And there was this guy. He was very cute. Very cute. He was perfect. He's the sweetheart. He's such a sweetheart. Very well raised. He's somebody that, like, is very different from any man that I ever dated. He's the type of man that you would take home to your mom, but he didn't have a job. So, you know, everything always was perfect. It was always butterflies and like, it was just butterflies and just such a beautiful chemistry, but you ain't had no money. And like, my problem with that is because it's just like, oh, you will be ungrateful, this and that. But it's just like, after months of like dating somebody that don't have money, like, they are always with you. So it's just like, you know, like, sometimes when I want to go to a restaurant and my meal is $80, all right, then I'm with him, so it's like I gotta buy a $80 meal. So it's just like everything becomes double. It's like fucking dating a child. And like, it's like every single time I went shopping, I felt guilty that I'm shopping. Like, it's like I just felt guilty that I'm shopping. And it's just like, I just couldn't be happy anymore. Like, it's like sometimes, like, it's just like I was just going, like, it wasn't that I was going broke. It's just like I was just wasting a lot of money being with this man. And it's just like,